Welcome to week 3 assignment. This is week 3 assignment. Before we begin, one thing I want to kind of remind you, please, it's very imperative each week that you check your previous assignment. Go in and actually check the comment that I actually made for your paper. Okay, any correction or any things that need to be correct or make change, please do so. Not just looking at the comment, but looking at the paper itself. That you could actually bring up the paper. I do make comments in the paper, highlight it and make comment each section. Please make sure you check those, and if there's anything that needs to be corrected, please correct it before you further yourself on. Okay, otherwise you will keep getting a bad grade for each assignment. Okay, so make sure you correct them, because again, all of these assignments are connected. In week 2, you completed the research idea paper, just coming up with the idea to do your research. Then this week, you want to expand on those ideas. Okay, you want to expand on the idea that you come up with. So let's say if you're interested in the divorce rate, or you interested in music, let's say music therapy, how is music help with depression? So whatever that might be, you want to kind of explore those ideas a lot deeper. You want to go in and check out what other people what other people have done in the past to help build your paper, make it a lot stronger. You don't want to kind of repeat things that what people actually did before. You want to kind of further on the information on the research that was that were done in the part, any researches that were done in the past. So make sure you want to go back and be able to expand on those. So this is how we do that in research community. We would look at each other's work, look at previous work, what people actually have done. For those of you who are behavioral health major and family studies, child life specialists or whatnot, you're gonna be finding 10 articles, 10 articles. And you're going to be doing this from PsycInfo, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And you're going to summarize the article into 300 to 500 word summary for each article. You're going to summarize all 10. Yes, all 10. So you're going to find 10 articles and you're going to summarize all 10. So this paper should be pretty long for you. If you do it correctly, let's say you can summarize about 500 words each or even more, you probably end up with at least between 7 to 10 pages at least. You could actually be a lot longer. So don't wait until the last on Sunday night to turn this in. It's gonna take some time to find these articles. So make sure you actually find that time during the week to kind of take a bit and part and jump this out. You don't want to wait until the last minute, the last night to actually to do this, complete this paper. It will be a nightmare for you. Okay, so the summary should be similar to the first week. You did the first week summary, and should be very similar to that. Okay, you should be able to tell me how they conduct the study, how many participants were in the study. So how did they conduct? What would their result be? What was the result of the study? How is the result come about? So all of that information need to be put on into this paper, into the summary. You could look at those information on the abstract, but if you want to find out more how exactly they actually have done it, you have to read the rest of the articles. Okay, so make sure you provide all the summary of what's the significance of the research, some of the background, a little bit about their background if you want to, but more likely, how did they conduct their study, how many participants, what type of study was it, and what was the result, what kind of some of the things that they discussed, how those results what would the results actually mean. Okay, that's the 10 summary articles. Okay, first of all these articles has to be a research article or peer review articles. Okay, scientific peer review articles. Do not get this from WebMD. Do not get it from Wikipedia, things like that. You need to actually read the actual articles. Okay, you cannot just say I got this from Wikipedia. That's not good. Okay, you need to actually to see the actual articles. You can use Google Scholar. They may have printed article more than we do, but we actually have more ideas than Google Scholar. So I'm going to show you how to get in to find these articles from PsycInfo and other summary sources, other sources we have, ACU library. For those of you who have never used this before, I would really recommend contacting our librarian, Rob. He actually very helpful. He will help you with this. So contact him early on, stop by, or even send him an email. He would actually help you to find this. So how do I get here? This is the arizonachristian.edu. You could put //library/. It will get you to this page. Or you go to the main page of ACU. You go to academics, and then you go down to library. You're also going to get to this page as well. Okay. Once you're here, you go to find, and you go to journals and database, and you scroll down on the bottom. You're going to see the psychology and behavioral health, and you might want to click that. It will take you to the page of psychology and behavioral health journal database, and there are quite a bit of them. One of the good ones to actually use to help with your idea is Credos. Credo actually have lots of titles and references and videos and images, audios as well, to actually help you create idea with your research method ideas. But if you already come up with that, you don't have to worry. You could go to Psych Articles or PsycInfo. A lot of time is all these articles. This only have about 200,000 articles, but these articles usually show up in the PsycInfo as well. So I would recommend just go to PsycInfo, and the way you go, just click on here, click on PsycInfo. Okay, the user ID is ACU and the password is library, all lowercase. Everything is lowercase. So ACU is lowercase, library is all lowercase as well. You click there, you should be able to get in and access this EBSCO host database. Okay, and you could specifically search for anything you want. So let's say if you're interested in let's say you're interested in depression. Let's say depression and music. So you'll type that in, and then you could see that they pull up 1,151 article that has to do with there are words of depression and music in there. So you could actually narrow it down, music therapy, and see what how many come up with. Now we have 736 articles, and you could see here that this is kind of the summary of the article, what is the articles about. Most of these, you can see that they don't have the text, the full text. If you do need a full text, you need to contact the librarian, Robert. Robert would be able to actually get that full text for you. Okay, usually it's take a few days to do so. If you put it in on Monday, you might be able to get it by Wednesday or so. Okay, so I highly encourage you to take some time. Do not wait for the last minute to do this assignment, because you do need to read some of these articles and then summarize them. Okay, and sometime may not even pertain to your type of what you're looking for as well. So you need some time to spend to actually find out. Let's see. let's look at something else. Let's look at um, music and test score. So test score. There's 800 of those, and some of them may not be completely pertain to what you want to do. So you want to kind of sniff through and make sure that you have the correct thing. So, for instance, you want to test out to see. So you might be into sport. So you want to test performance, sport performance, versus let's say, so sport performance. I keep correcting. Sport performance and food. Actually, there's only two articles that has to do with sport performance. Commitment in high performance basketball coaches, energy costs. So I mean, you may not want to be that specific. So sport. So food and football. Let's see, is there any correlation in food and football? And there's 36 article that has the word food and the word football in them. So, okay, and then you have to kind of see through to see whether what you want to do, whether it's actually pertain to your research or not. Okay, this is just to give you an idea how to go through, just kind of brief video to go through that. You're welcome to contact Robert or me to actually find out furthermore how to truly search what you want to look for, what you're looking for, what kind of things you're looking for that related to your research ideas. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you again next assignment.